When I was about 8 or 9 years old, I had just read a comic where there was this angel character that was like half of their head was short hair and half of their head was long hair. And I was obsessed with it. And so I went to the hairdresser and I said, I want half short hair and half long hair. And both my mom and the hairdresser said, absolutely not. But I do think they also just didn't like the idea of a girl having short hair. So as I got older, I ended up just going to essentially what was like my auntie's place to get my hair cut. And I do feel like that was when I started feeling much more conflict. I had always wanted a boy cut. So I went to my auntie's and said, I want to go like really short. And she's like, don't worry, I got you. And she cut it to my shoulders, like a short girl length, I guess you would consider it. And I had to be like, I want it a little shorter. And she's like, okay. And she like trimmed the tiniest bit off. And I was like, oh, a little shorter. And it was just like this constant back and forth between her and me of I want to go shorter. And she kept thinking it was too much. It just turned out to be a really, really ugly bob. She's my mom's friend. And like, I don't want to cause drama or like conflict by like being too controversial, I guess. Like my parents, they're pretty open-minded, but they do have like certain associations with certain types of self-expression, like dyed hair or just weird hair, tattoos and piercings, like that kind of thing. Because my parents are immigrants and I grew up here. So there's definitely like things that we don't understand about each other because of those differences. So it's kind of hard to like bridge that gap. But then at some point, like freshman year of college, I finally had the realization that like I could do something crazy with my hair and I don't have to tell them, because like what are they gonna do? Fly out here and like fix it, you know? Like, and so a friend in college he was one of those guys that would do haircuts for friends. I realized like, hey man, give me a haircut, please. Like that was the first time I finally had my hair like buzzed, like short to the length that I wanted it. And it was great. My confidence went so high. Even my grandpa, he's a very traditional man. I showed him on camera. And of course his first reaction was, you look like a boy! Why do you look like a boy? But then he kept looking at me and he's like, it actually looks kind of nice though. Like, people I feel like are afraid of what they don't know or are not familiar with. But once they see it, I feel like they'll realize it's not, it can be kind of like a nice thing, you know?